Yesterday, I ran out and videotaped my good friend Bliss. Oh, he did that. I should have put right there. No, you didn't. His heart is pure. He has helped me out. He tells me next year we're going to be able to play and get paid. There's some really nice gigs. You know, he says that the organization that he had got me in. I got a mole on my face here. I have moles in my family. I have a lot of them on my back and on my chest. Morgan Freeman had moles, and Bill Cosby has moles. Most of them are not on my face. I guess by the time I get old, I had enough problem with self-esteem with having a face full of moles. You have to be a strong person. Bliss, the violinist, he's got 24 hits on one video and 25 on the other one from yesterday. I ain't mad at him. I'm happy for him. He's a good man. He's helped me out. Like I said, he's got me. He says next year we're going to be playing in a lot of places next summer. He told me it took him a couple of years to get in this organization, this booking agency. And he said he had to actually play for free several times to make sure he was going to be making appointments and all of that. Well, he's in, and he turned around and pulled me in with him. I didn't have to go through everything that he did. He let me ride on his coattail. So that's something showing you about his character. He plays the recording tracks. There's a little bit here. He plays the tracks. I edited. Yesterday I didn't get much done at all.
Listen under here. Southwest Waterfront.
We had to do that intro several times to get it right. I put a little green in there first, right? It's that subway effect. I don't want to play this too loud because I don't know if the sound's coming through the walls. I don't think so, though. But it's early. I don't turn my music up but so loud until after 12 o'clock, 11:30 at least. It just so happened everybody was putting money in there when I happened to come past. I'm thinking about going out there playing, but I know that's a slow spot. It was a slow spot for me before the pandemic. I didn't make a lot of money there in the morning when it was a lot of people coming out the subway. It seemed like there's nobody coming up out the subway now. You see, look, there's nobody around. But he's patient. He sat there for over 2 hours. I'm used to getting paid on rush hours. After 37 years of playing out there, I had it down to a science. That's me doing the video. Up close shot. He said he's going to keep that trash can until it falls apart. I would like to see him sitting on a drums throne and a different amplifier. You know, you can buy those at Walmart. I would like to see him with a professional. I ran over here real quick to get a picture of this water. You can see the sound turned down. And there was a guy sleeping on a bench. I asked him if I could take his picture. He didn't understand what I was saying. He had his shoes off. He was made stuff at home. I think he lives out there. Came back around. Perfect timing for the change, too. Watch the car. Got the video of the car. And a lady happened to be walking past. See, it's hardly nobody out there. And this is rush hour, morning rush hour. Yeah, it's morning rush hour, so it's like there's nobody out there. Like I said yesterday, it was like a rest day for me. I couldn't get rest meditating. Went up on the promenade and looked around. I just felt didn't feel like playing yesterday. I should have forced myself to, but this is today. You can't complain about yesterday, but you can prepare for tomorrow. And you're living right here where you are in the present. We live in the middle. We live in the present. In the timeline, they say some scientists have figured out how to jump around from the past to the future. And there's been stories about people going to the future. But I definitely do believe in certain timelines. I know I could have ended up anywhere. Maybe one of me, maybe it's a me somewhere that they ended up in certain situations, different situations. Who knows? But I believe more in timelines than I do in people going up and out of space. I don't think there is no outer space. There's a space above from what we are. Once you get to the sky, I believe you can bump your head on the ceiling. And I do believe that the stars are lights, like the Bible says. I believe the moon is a light, a lesser light. The Bible says the lesser light and a greater light. I believe the sun is a greater light. I don't believe it's as far away as they say, because I don't believe anything they say. If they're working for Satan, that means everything they tell you is a lie. What are we talking about here? We're going to keep everything down short here. Today, I'm going to definitely get back into my keyboard here. I'm going to switch chairs. The other chair over here is for this chair. Over here is for when I want to set up. This one I'm in now is for relaxing. This one is for when I'm doing work. I said here I can set up higher and program the keyboard. This one here is for my morning chair. I can put my feet up under here. Up under here, I put my feet up here, relax. So I'm going to start. You know what I suppose I always say I would rather do, instead of sitting here running through some YouTube videos and Facebook checking stuff up, I should actually start hands-on, pushing buttons, get in the other chair, switch chairs, and start my breakfast as I'm working. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. Move this chair around instead of lounging for the morning. Get some work done and then take a break later on. Start eating breakfast and working at the same time. Like if I was in the office, I would be drinking my coffee. If I was one of them coffee heads, if I was a caffeine head, a caffeine star. Like, you know, you have people in your office that can't start the day. Don't say nothing to me until I have my coffee. Please don't say nothing to me till I have my coffee. They can't tell me that they are not addicted to caffeine, where they can't even function. They don't even want to deal with anybody until they got that caffeine in their system. And then I remember when I went to rehab, the only legal drugs in there was the nicotine. They used to take cigarette breaks. Years ago, you could smoke a cigarette indoors. So everybody was smoking cigarettes all day. They just had the ashtray. You believe those? You remember those days when people could smoke a cigarette indoors in public places and right next to you? When I was talking about the rehab, in the rehab, they had 3 legal drugs. The cigarettes for caffeine, cigarettes, nicotine breaks, which they had a certain times a day you could go out and smoke a cigarette. And except for the AA meetings, you could smoke all the cigarettes you want. Used to. Caffeine, they have coffee in AA meetings, and people drink all that coffee up. And then they had chocolate candy in a rehab or hospital. That candy, like I guess it's probably the same way in jail. Chocolate candy. If you know anybody that's locked up nowadays, you can't bring them anything. You have to put the money in the commissary. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and set right here. Start my breakfast. I'm going to do this for the next 30 days. Really 29 days, because I did get 1 day in the other. 29 days. Set here, program. I have scenes here. I'm going to try to fill up all these scenes with. Some of these things are programmed. I don't even know my way around. Some of the echo synthesizer, the presets are already in there. When you pick a preset and you pick another sound over top of it, the perimeters are already mapped in where the piano sounds like a synthesizer. But I'm going to go ahead and get things done. I love this keyboard. I thank God that I was able to get it. A sweet boy they gave me a line of credit. I'm paying about $200 a month. And, you know, I got to go outside because after paying this, I know I don't have a lot of bills, but I need to call Geico. I'm paying $210 a month. And I know I can cut that in half. I need to call them today. And I need to buy another phone too. I'm paying $50 a month for service for a cheap phone. I can get a new Apple phone and pay less than $50 a month for the next 2 years. And then I have better features. I can make better videos. I can do a double video with the iPad and the phone from different angles. Oh, let me go here. I'll see you guys. I'm gone. Good morning. It's morning here where I am right now. This is I always do my morning update first. So most of these videos are shot in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and see how much I can get done today. Excuse me. I didn't have my mask on. Sorry about that. There's nobody in here but me. I only think one person's been in this apartment since the virus, and I think it was the same maintenance man. Had a maintenance man in here maybe 3 times. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. See you guys. I'm out. Peace and hair grease.